The ultimate Typhlosion team is sat before your eyes, and does it put in work? Yes, it bloody does. Did we win the battle? Well, I'll leave that up to you to find out. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. I know I haven't uploaded in a while. Look, I've been having issues with this server. The server just does not like me at all. It keeps DCing me from games, and it's just really doing my head in, to be honest with you. So I've just been like, nope, I'm never going to attempt it. Nope. But today, we got a brilliant battle versus Lazy Boy from the Discord server. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. There's a link in the description down below. And while you're here, only about 35% of the people watching this video right now are actually subscribed. So if you're not subscribed or you think you're subscribed, just double check because you probably aren't, and subscribe. Anyway, with that being said, let's jump to the team preview. Ooh, we got a pretty nice Sun team from Tyler, aka Lazy Boy. Pretty awesome Sun team. He's got a Torkoal, Typhlosion, Roaring Moon, Talonflame, Walking Wake, and a Scream Tail. So lots of Paradox Pokemon taking advantage of the sun. Lots of Typhlosions taking advantage of the sun, and Talonflame's just casually sitting there chilling. Probably the defogger of the team. Let's have a look at what we can do here. So I think we can lead off with Rotom safely. I think that's going to be a good shout. I think our Typhlosion can take advantage of the sun. It just needs to outspeed a lot of the Pokemon on the team, which I don't think it does, other than their Typhlosion, which is Speed Ties and Torkoal. So it's going to be a tough one to crack, but I think Typhlosion could potentially put in some work here. The big player is going to be Great Tusk. Great Tusk obviously does a lot to the Roaring Moon, if depending on the set that it is. The Scream Tail as well, we can handle with the likes of our Tera Steel Hydreigon. So let's just see how that goes. And the battle begins. So Lazy Boy or Tyler over there is going to lead off with Scream Tail. Nice and shiny, gotta love it. We led off with Bosch, the Rotom Wash. So let's go ahead and go for a Volt Switch right off the bat. We don't want to stay in against this Scream Tail. We don't know what it's going to do, but it's not going to be good. So we go for a Volt Switch. We do have speed, which is good to note. And I'm going to switch out real quick. And I'm going to go into Typhlosion. The reason I'm going into Typhlosion is just for the pure fact of damage. Damage control here. So let's go ahead and go into Krakatoa. The fact that my Rotom outspeeds, which means my Typhlosion's going to outspeed, which is great. They go for a Trick Room? Interesting. Okay, so that's an interesting turn of events. That is definitely an interesting turn of events. So I'm actually debating whether or not I want to go for an Eruption or not right now. I think Eruption will do a lot of damage still. Let's go ahead and go for it. They go for a Thunder Wave. That's going to actually benefit me in the Trick Room, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. It means the next turn we will outspeed the Scream Tail, which is great. We go for an Eruption. Boom. Nearly takes out the Scream Tail, which is absolutely fantastic, as they're going to pop some leftovers again and get some leftovers recovery. So Typhlosion's looking pretty good right now. Typhlosion's looking pretty good. It's paralyzed, yes, but it's looking pretty good. So let's go for that Eruption real quick. We should outspeed because of the paralysis. As there we go. We go for the Eruption. We outspeed. Take out the Scream Tail, and Typhlosion manages to get a KO, and that is enough for me. That's more than enough for me. Typhlosion's not the best starter out there, but it can definitely put in work where it really wants to. So Torkoal's going to come in now, and with the sun up now, we're in a pretty good situation, I think. So let's go for the Eruption real quick. They could easily switch into their own Typhlosion right now and get the Flash Fire boost, but if they do that, which they probably have done, or they go into Walking Wake maybe. They go into Typhlosion. If they go into Typhlosion like they have done, nice and shiny as well, gotta love it. We go for the Eruption. It's obviously going to boost their Flash Fire, but they can't go for an attacking Fire type move on us, which is always nice. So what we could do now is we could go Rotom Wash, or we could stay in and just see what they're going to do. Let's stay in and see what they're going to do. I think that's probably the best course of action. They do withdraw Typhlosion. All right, okay, cool. They do withdraw Typhlosion, so I made the right play. I definitely made the right play. They're going to go into Talonflame, which is definitely going to die. Definitely going to die to an Eruption right now. As we go for the Eruption, boosted by Sun, Choice Specs boosted. Destroys the Talonflame. Oh my lord, it was a critical hit, but I don't think that mattered. I don't want to think that mattered, but I bet it does. I bet it does. The Twisted Dimensions are going to return to normal. So we made the right play there, going for the Eruption again, as they bring in their Typhlosion now. So Typhlosion comes in. It's got no Flash Fire boost. So we're pretty good. Let's go into our Rotom Wash real quick. We'll save Typhlosion for later on down the line. In comes Bosch, the Rotom Wash. Should be able to take Typhlosion. Shadow Ball, no problem. We are specially defensive. as we do take it like an absolute champ. We do get the special defense drop, which is unfortunate, but what can you do about that? That damage is going to tell me that it's probably choice specs based on the fact that it's not stab shadow ball. And it's only 109 base special attack, so I'm going to say choice specs. And I'm going to go for a Volt Switch right now because they probably either switch out, they do switch out, and they probably go into the Roaring Moon, which is fair enough, absolutely fine by me. They're going to go into the Torkoal. Torkoal's an interesting one, so Torkoal comes in. We go for the Volt Switch, which is great. It's going to do some decent damage to their Torkoal. And now I'm thinking about what I want to do next. I could go Typhlosion and go for Focus Blast, or we could go Great Tusk. I think Typhlosion is probably the best option, just purely for the fact that Focus Blast hits everything on their team really hard. And we just have to hit the Focus Blast. That's all we have to do. Hit the Focus Blast. That's all we have to do. So let's go for the Focus Blast real quick. We couldn't move because we're paralyzed, but they can't really do anything to us, really. As they go for the Stealth Rocks, which is absolutely fair enough. Stealth Rocks is fair enough. So Stealth Rocks comes through. That's going to be a bit of a burden on our side of the field. We'll go for a Focus Blast again, and we'll just see what we can do here. They're going to withdraw Torkoal. What are they going to go into, though, to take a Focus Blast? That's the real question. They're going to go into Typhlosion. They didn't see what we were going to go for, to be fair, so they don't know we're going to go for a Focus Blast here. We go for the Focus Blast and we miss! We miss! But it's fine. My Typhlosion and their Typhlosion, what are they going to do to each other, really, you know? My Typhlosion is considerably bigger than yours, not to rub it in or out, but I'm going to go for a Focus Blast again. They go for their own Focus Blast. Let's see if we can live. They do hit it. Can we hit ours as well? That'd be ideal if we could hit ours as well. We do hit ours as well. We're choice specs. Let's see if it takes it out. Same amount of damage. So they are definitely choice specs. They are definitely choice specs. And that is great to know. Great to know. I think Typhlosion has put in the work this game. Took out the Talonflame, took out the Screamtail, nearly took out the Typhlosion, and revealed it was choice specs to us. As they go for a Focus Blast again, they do hit the Focus Blast. Down goes Krakatoa, the Typhlosion, but that is absolutely fine by me. I am not complaining whatsoever, as the harsh sunlight does fade. So down, we're in a good position, to be fair. We're in a real good position. A really good position, to be honest with you. So what we can do now is we'll go Rotom Wash. We'll go Rotom Rush. And we'll go for a Volt Switch, because Volt Switch should not KO the Typhlosion, but it'll do enough damage to the point where it's like, you know, let's just go for the Volt Switch and see what they're gonna do. They go for another Focus Blast. They do miss, which is absolutely brilliant for us as we go for a Volt Switch, and that's gonna nearly take out it does take out the Typhlosion, which is great. So Typhlosion goes down. Focus Blast missing there does kind of matter because it means my Rotom's gonna have more HP for later on with a Walking Wake, but it's gonna be absolutely fine for us anyway. Now I just need to go into my Hydreigon. That's all I need to do. Go into Hydreigon, and we're golden. So we'll go Hydreigon real quick. Point Stones are going to dig in, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? As they go into Walking Wake. So Walking Wake comes in. Now, we know this thing's going to Tera right now, so I'm going to go for a U-turn. It's definitely going to Tera because they wouldn't have brought it in otherwise. They do withdraw the Walking Wake. Okay, they're going to withdraw the Walking Wake, and they're going to go into what? Roaring Moon? Torkoal. Torkoal comes in. So Torkoal comes in. Now, if Torkoal's going to do anything... No, not if Torkoal's going to do anything. If Great Tusk is going to do anything this game, it's going to be taking out this damn Torkoal. So let's go ahead and go into our Great Tusk. Great Tusk can definitely handle this Torkoal. I mean, not necessarily handle it, but we can definitely do a lot of damage to it. So we'll go into Great Tusk, get that nice and powerful booster energy, Protosynthesis from the sun, which is going to boost our attack. And then we go straight for a Headlong Rush here. So let's go for a Headlong Rush. Headlong Rush comes through. Takes out the Torkoal, no problems there. And it's going to lower our defenses harshly. So that is pretty awesome. Down goes the Torkoal. The sun, once it's gone for good. Which is great for us. Absolutely great for us. In comes the Walking Wake. So the Walking Wake is a problem. Now, the reason the Walking Wake's a problem is because of this booster energy here. Special attack's going to boost, which is great, because it means it's not going to outspeed our Hydreigon. However, it is going to outspeed our Great Tusk, and it is unfortunately going to be able to KO us. But no, we're gonna have to just let it go down, aren't we? Yeah, let's go for a Headlong Rush just on the off chance they don't go for an attacking move, but they do. They go for a Hydro Steam. That's going to take out Tuskany, unfortunately, as down it goes. So we've got two options here. We can either go Hydreigon, go for the Life Orb as well, which is good to note. They are Life Orb as well, which is great to note. We've got two options. So we go Hydreigon, we go Terra Steel. We go Hydreigon, we go Terra Steel. Or we go Rotom. I think Rotom's a good shout. So we'll go Rotom first. Specially defensive and all that. We're going to get some stones dug in, which is unfortunate. And we need to weaken this thing to the point where Hydreigon's Draco Meteor will KO even if it Terra Waters. Pretty much. So I'm debating whether or not to go for Will-O-Wisp or Volt Switch. So let's go for a Volt Switch. They do go for a Draco Meteor, which is great. That's actually really good for us because it means their special attacks drop now. Which means I can now go into Hydreigon and Terra Steel and go from there. So what we're going to do here, let's go into our Amoonguss first. What we need to do is we need to weaken this Walking Wake, like I said, to the point where Draco Meteor will KO even after it Terra Waters or Terra Fires or whatever one was Terra. Unless it's, of course, a bad Terra. So let's go for a Sludge Bomb real quick. I should have gone for a Spore, really. They go for the Flamethrower. That's going to nearly KO us, but it's not quite enough because of the special attack drop. They do get the burn, which is unfortunate. I should have put it to sleep, really. But we should be all right. That does enough damage. So though I've seen Hydreigon KO Walking Wake from this range. Terra Fire Walking Wake. So we should be golden here. We should be absolutely golden. So we'll let Amoonguss go down to the next Flamethrower. That should be absolutely fine. Flamethrower comes through. That's going to destroy the Amoonguss, which is absolutely amazing. And down it goes. So we have weakened it to the point where Hydreigon can come in and finish it off really easily, actually. So let's go into Hydreigon real quick. There we go. And we don't even need to go for Draco Meteor. We don't even need to risk the miss. I am going to risk the miss just in case they switch into Roaring Moon, because we do not want to give that thing at one free turn of Dragon Dance. So I'm going to go for the Draco Meteor real quick and just take this thing out. Hydreigon comes through. Draco Meteor is going to hit the Walking Wake. They don't even need to Terra because there's no point. And there we go. So special attack is going to drop, which is great. Not really great, but you know, it's whatever. And now we're in a difficult position. So we've got a couple of options. So we either stay in, go for a Draco Meteor again, as they go for a Dragon Dance. They're going to get some Protosynthesis from the sun, which is unfortunate, which is going to boost their attack. Or we go Corviknight. And I'm thinking Corviknight, hard Corviknight. I'm thinking hard Corviknight. I don't want to get set up on again. So let's go ahead and switch Hydreigon out. And we will go into our Silvera, the Corviknight. There we go. I think this is the best play. So we're going to exert some pressure, which is always nice, as they are going to Terra. So what Terra did they go into? That's the real question. If the Terra Fire, we've screwed it. We have screwed it. We've screwed the pooch big time. The Terra Flying, which is acceptable. We can take on Terra Flying, no problem. So let's go ahead and see what they're going to do. They go for a Dragon Dance. It's not good. That is no good at all. So Roaring Moon is terrifying. So Harsh Sunlight is going to fade. Protosynthesis is going to wear off, but they probably have booster energy, right? There we go. The booster energy is going to kick in, which is going to boost its attack again, which is just terrifying. So Roaring Moon being terrifying aside, let's go for a Brave Bird real quick. They go for a Crunch. Should be able to eat that. We do eat that nicely, as the Rocky Helmet's going to come into effect. Brave Bird's going to come through, and maybe I should have roosted there. Doesn't matter really, does it? Let's go for a Brave Bird. They go for an Acrobatics. I think we've lost anyway to the Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon just basically annihilated us at the end there. The critical hit on the Acrobatics is just rubbing salt into the runes. So we do unfortunately lose Corviknight here. And the only chance we have really is with Hydreigon. And the only real chance we have is if they go for Acrobatics and it doesn't KO us after we Terra into a Terra Steel. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to Terra Steel. I'm going to go for a Dark Pulse, and we're just going to hope for the best here. So we're going to Terra Steel. Hopefully they don't read the Terra Steel and go for a Crunch. That would be ideal. Hopefully they go for an Acrobatics again. And hopefully the Acrobatics isn't enough to KO. I know it's for +2 attack, but Hydreigon's got some natural bulk to it. And we are a Steel type. They go for an Acrobatics boosted by Tera. It's going to KO us, isn't it? We do get KO'd, unfortunately, and that is going to be the game. So that was GG. That was a pretty fun game. Nice and close. Gotta love it. Thank you for the game, Lazy Boy. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.